I moved into a decaying walk-up in Sham Shui Po after changing jobs, living in a subdivided flat where the walls were so paper-thin you could hear a neighbor flicking a light switch. My neighbor in room 402 was an old man who, every morning at 4 a.m. sharp, would begin chopping something on a wooden board with a heavy rhythmic thud that felt like it was hammering directly into my skull. The landlord ignored my complaints, claiming the old man had lived there forever and was harmless. But then the smell arrived. It was a thick, sickly sweet stench of rotting copper, like raw pork left out in the summer heat for days. And when I finally pounded on his door, no one answered. Yet that slow, heavy thudding continued behind the wood. I peeked through the door gap into the darkness and saw the silhouette of the old man sitting on a wooden stool, his back to me, his arm rising and falling with the blade in a steady, bone-chilling tempo. The police arrived the next day after other neighbors couldn't take the stench anymore, and as they kicked the door open, a wave of black fluid and decay rushed out that sent the officers sprinting to the alley to vomit. They found the old man lying peacefully on his bed, but he had been dead for at least a week, his body already unrecognizable from decomposition. My blood turned to ice because if he had been dead for 7 days, who or what had I been hearing every morning at 4 a.m.? Shaking with fear, I went back to my room to pack my things and leave immediately. But as I moved my nightstand, I discovered a tiny crack in the baseboard that looked straight into room 402. I knelt down and peered through the crack into the silent, cordoned-off room, seeing nothing but shadows, until my eyes adjusted to a figure sitting on that same wooden stool. It was me. The figure had its back to me, gripping a rusted cleaver and rhythmically hacking away at a pile of mangled flesh. And as that rhythmic thudding filled my ears again, I realized the sound wasn't coming from his room anymore. It was vibrating from the floor beneath my own feet. The figure stopped chopping and began to turn its head slowly, revealing my own face, but with bruised purple skin and black fluid leaking from its eyes. It smiled at me and whispered in my own voice, "It's your turn now." Take a second to look at the wall you're sleeping next to right now and ask yourself who is really on the other side. If you wake up at 4 a.m. tonight and hear a steady rhythmic thudding against the wood, stay under the covers, and whatever you do, do not look through the cracks, because the person chopping in the dark might just be you. So, tell me, have you ever heard something through your walls that sounded a little too much like your own life?
The story has ended, but they have noticed you now. You are already deep within the hollows. To ensure you find your way back, or perhaps to ensure you never leave, you must mark your presence. Like the shadow you saw, share the whispers you heard, and if you are truly brave, subscribe to Midnight Hollows, because some things only exist in the dark. See you next midnight.